pull me over because you asking me about my feelings?
Yeah.
No, you can't. I have my hand like this.
Yeah, I seen you, and then you did it on the way back. You got your driver's license on you?
Yes, I do. You can't pull me over for that.
You got your driver's license registration on you?
Yes, and I'm going to report you, and I want all your information because I'm going to report your ass.
That's fine. You got your back.
You can't arrest.
You making a scene now.
No.
You making a scene now.
Deathcore Dre, no brainer law. Today we have another situation where you could get arrested just for hurting a little piglet's feelings without committing any crime, without doing anything illegal or unlawful. You would think that the people that enforce the laws on said citizens should know the law, should know the bare minimum of what it takes to even conduct traffic stops and to arrest someone. But they expect you to know all the laws from top to bottom. Don't forget that. So let me give you some information. Little Rock, Arkansas, February 23rd, 2001. Brittany Dawn Jeffrey was driving her vehicle with her hand out the window, tapping the top of the roof of her car. Officer Jalen Salam was driving down the road in the opposite direction. Dawn Jeffrey claims that she gave the officer the finger as he rides past, and Officer Jalen Salam immediately gets behind Dawn Jeffrey and conducts a traffic stop.
What are you pulling me off for? Why are you pulling me off? You can't pull me off because you asking me about my feelings.
Yeah. What is he even saying? Like, what was your man just saying?
You can't pull me off because you asking me about my feelings.
Yeah.
No, you can't. I have my hand like this.
Yeah, I seen you, and then you did it on the way back. You got your driver's license on you?
Yes, I do. You can't pull me over for that.
You got your driver's license registration on you?
Yes, and I'm going to report you, and I want all your information because I'm going to report your ass.
That's fine. You got your back.
And listen to him telling you that's fine. You know why he's saying that's fine? Because most of these feds do these things and nothing happens to them. That's why he's saying that's fine.
You can't pull somebody over.
You got your registration?
He is pulling. Let me tell you what
you got your registration?
He's telling me he pulled
you got your registration?
Because he thought I flipped him over. Yeah, I got it.
You got your registration?
I'm going to give you everything so you can get out my face.
You got your insurance?
I got everything so you can get out my face. Officer Salam pulled me over because he said he thought I flipped him off.
Hey, I got you. I'm not gonna do shit to him. Hey, I'm be on Facebook. I just put over Don.
So boom, right there. He just sat there and said he's about to be famous because he just pulled over Dawn Jeffrey. So he already know who Dawn Jeffrey is. And he's talking about he's about to be famous. Like, this is a situation to brag about, violating someone's rights, being a tyrant. Like I said, these people that enforce these laws should know the bare minimum to even, exert their power. Not even exert their power to do their job. But they take the authority and they abuse it. This is what happens.
Here we go. Get in the car. What is you doing? You doing too much.
Now, let me just say something. Now, this is someone that has supposedly went through police training, who know certain things, has to know certain laws, has to know certain ways to de-escalate things, and being aware of your situation and your surroundings. I don't know how this man is supposed to be a law enforcement officer. How does this man somehow, some way not notice Dawn Jeffrey has gotten out of her vehicle and is at this point behind his cruiser recording? And this is someone that's supposed to be serving and protecting the community. And don't forget, serving and protecting is just a slogan. They're not obligated to protect us. Just remember that. But my man, how did you allow this woman to end up behind? He was so amped about writing this little ticket that Brain even realized that she was behind the car, his car at this point.
Everything, you can't arrest.
You making a scene now.
No.
You making a scene now.
So now Officer Salam goes hands-on and arrests Dawn Jeffrey for disorderly conduct. And right after this, backup and a supervisor arrived.
All right, so when y'all, which car did y'all pull over? This one, the first one.
No, this one right here.
Okay. So she was the passenger.
No, she was the driver. Her daughter's in the back seat. She wasn't in the car. She was in that car right there.
I'm her sister.
Okay.
I'm not being offensive at all. So I don't know.
You're fine. I'll be there to speak with you in just a minute. Let me holler at him real quick. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I just made a stop. Make the stop.
Wait, so y'all are this south on John Barrow?
Going south on John Barrow. She flipped me out the window, flipped me up. Okay,
She was the driver?
Driver.
Had she have her like arm out the window?
Yes.
Anybody else in the car other than the daughter?
Daughter in the back seat.
Was she wearing her seatbelt?
I didn't see it.
He didn't see
I
it.
didn't see it.
You didn't see it? Okay.
But she saw me make a stop. Don't make contact with her. What's going on? What's she flipping us out for? Just this nice, sincere. I'm like, what's she flipping us out for? Yeah, then she got her phone. I'm like, okay, can I get your driver's license? You got that all on. Let me get your driver's license. So I said, okay, I got that all for you. She get the registration. I'm like, let me get your registration. I was like, oh, you pulling off a black actress. And then I looked at the name. That's when I went to the car and I made contact with y'all. I was like, okay. She's been around there. If she was clean, I'm gonna get that stuff back and let her. It's like, hey.
You know, is it me or does it sound like this is like how I'd expect a teenager to explain a situation? Like, is this how you explain and recount a situation that you're in that has happened a few minutes ago? Why is he talking like that? Articulate what happened. Sounds like a child speaking, a child explaining their story. Like, it sounds like a child when they're wrong, and they give you all of these, nah, man, explain what happened. What was said. What exactly was said? Say it.
Police ain't bad. That's all it's gonna be. She got the car. Before I can even jump out the car and say, pick up your stuff back, she got the car. Started a whole bunch of cars lined up. Oh, he's one of the black actors. Everybody get his name. She yelling around. She running around. She jumping between my car. She behind my car. So now I don't know what you got. You behind my car. You behind all these other cars. I'm gonna tell you, she's still yelling. Get in a car, okay. Now for register disorderly conduct because you've been acting crazy this whole time when I could just, hey, here you go. You go about your business.
Okay.
You acting crazy this whole time when I can just, here you go on about your business, but you violated her rights. You conducted an illegal stop. You asked her for information for zero reason, all for a middle finger. Now, if you guys don't know, if you piglets do not understand yet what freedom of speech is, I don't understand. That's shameful.
It wasn't about activists. Nothing. Was just there.
Was Nelson with you the whole time?
Yeah, Nelson saw him running around because Nelson got on the radio and was like, that's when he heard.
Yeah, he called out the traffic stop.
Like, hey,
all right, let me hard him.
Yeah, Nelson seen her. So let's find out what Officer Zachary Nelson has to say about his recount of the situation, because according to Salam, he's saying that she was holding up traffic and doing all of this stuff. So let's see what my man's Zachary Nelson got to say about the situation. Let's see.
Okay. And did you say she was stopping traffic and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I put my hands. I'm putting hands on her because I'm putting kind of trying to put her phone down, trying to put her in handcuffs.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, let me hard. So what? So south on Barrow. Did she like pass y'all?
Well, I passed her. I didn't know who she was. I passed her. I was going to the car wash.
Sure.
Up in her saloon place, getting ready to make a traffic stop. So that's when I flipped around.
Okay.
I was waiting right there trying to get in, but traffic backed up. So I saw her get out the car. I guess along with her information and whatnot.
Okay, but you weren't there for like the initial stop and stuff. But she was acting all like trying to block traffic and stuff and yelling and stuff afterwards.
Well, no, she's in front of his car. As far as blocking traffic, I believe that's just how she was screaming and hauling cars. Just decided to stop and kind of record. So that's when the traffic came in. But
She's stopping traffic by screaming and yelling. But he said he didn't see her stop traffic. She's just screaming and yelling. So, all right.
She wasn't necessarily blocking traffic herself. Just the situation itself. Cars wanted to stop and record.
Okay.
All right, so Supervisor Todd Davis makes a phone call explaining the situation to somebody. And while on the phone call, he mentions needing to write up a training issue in regards to Officer Salam not knowing that the middle finger is not a reason for violating someone's rights and conducting an unlawful traffic stop.
Hey, sir. So here's where we're at. So the violation that he pulled her over for was he believed that her flipping him off was a violation, and it's not. So the original stop, he had no other traffic violations or anything. He just didn't understand that wasn't disorderly, and the Supreme Court says that's the First Amendment deal. So we'll, and then afterwards, it all spun from the stop that it either definitely write up like a training issue that he just wasn't aware, and then write a report about everything. Yeah, her daughter was the only passenger. But she has a juvenile daughter. Yes. Yeah, and she apparently was being loud in between everything afterwards. She got his information. She provided her information. Apparently, at some point, she got frustrated and got out of her car and was yelling and stuff like that. But as far as the initial stop is, it's all stemming from that. Hey, Jayla. So here's where we're at. I understand how she acted afterwards and everything.
Yeah.
And that probably did fit the statute.
Yeah.
The issue is the flip off is not good PC.
The flip off is not good PC. PC, probable cause. Probable cause, what you need to even be conducting a traffic stop. Probable cause that someone is committing a crime, has committed a crime, or is about to commit a crime. You don't have no probable cause. That means that the traffic stop was unlawful.
It's a First Amendment protection. So that's fine. But you don't understand. So we're gonna write, that you understand that. We'll write it up as a training thing. Obviously, you weren't aware of that. We'll go over it and everything. So.
We'll write it up as a training thing because you weren't aware. How is someone that enforces the law not aware of the First Amendment? The very first thing, freedom of speech. How? So with Supervisor Todd Davis realizing that the stop was unlawful, they then let Don Jeffrey go. Don Jeffrey was arrested for about 45 minutes. They then asked her to come back to the station to speak, but she declined. The next week, she attended the board of directors meeting, and she basically explains to them her opinion, her concerns, and, the whole situation that she had experienced with these officers. All right, there you have it. So there's so many situations, so many videos I've seen of these types of interactions, but instead of someone coming to step up like a supervisor or other fellow officers, they allow these unlawful arrests to happen. It's a shame. Like I said, these are people that's supposed to enforce the law. You would think that they would know the law. But like I said, nothing matters when you hurt the piglets' feelings, man. If you hurt these piglets' feelings, they will squeal. Like I said, Def Cool Dre, No Brainer Law. If you don't do anything else, subscribe. And then go like and comment if you decide to, man. Let's get it.